actually from last night. They got done about like 9:30. Yeah, like it was almost 10 o'clock last night. So I had to drive about 2.5 hours to get to this one spot. Finally took a shower, and now we're headed off. It's like 11:30 now. We gotta go. We got a lot of hills to cross actually headed to Chicago, so we got to get through the, if you ever been over here to Chattanooga, Tennessee, then you know what I'm talking about. It's a massive hill. Luckily I'm going up it and then a little bit of windy to go down. If I was coming down it though, it'd be pretty steep. We'd be going like 20 mile an hour. But even going up it, I'll probably be going like 30 miles an hour because I'm pretty heavy. I think I'm at like 78,000 gross. So let's get into it. I do have a few questions. I got a few questions from the last YouTube video. Somebody was asking about like the pay when you sit and for like washouts and stuff like that. So I'll get into that after. We're gonna start driving and then I'll talk about it and I'll show you a little bit while I'm driving. And then another guy asked about my fridge, which I will show you later when I get stopped over there. So it'll be towards like the end of the video. But yeah, I just ordered it online. I can't think of the name right now, but I'll look it up and I'll show it to you guys on what it is, and I'll, you know, describe it and show you how it works and everything. It works pretty good too. It works almost like if you wanted a freezer or just a fridge normally, because I didn't know what temp to put stuff and I accidentally froze all my stuff. So we'll get into that after. I'll show you later, but let's get started driving, man. Looks like it's gonna be a good day. Look at that, partly cloudy, not too bad, but let's get going. We got about 7 or maybe 8 hours. We're gonna go actually stop at the terminal in Indiana. So we're gonna sleep there and yeah, we'll get going. So let's go. Okay guys, so we're about to climb up that hill up here in Chattanooga, which, you know, it's a pretty good sized hill if you've ever been down here in Tennessee. So I'm just gonna go over some of the questions that guy was asking. The one guy, he said first, he was wondering about, do you have to let dispatch know when you're like waiting at a long time at a shipper or receiver? So yeah, I mean, you generally want to let them know if it's gonna be a long time, because, you know, just especially if like, say you have to deliver the next day and it's cutting really close to time. Hold on, I gotta put my hazards here. We're gonna be crawling up this hill, guys. I'm already going 46 and we just started. And I'll probably have to turn off the AC because of the temp in a little bit here. But yeah, so generally, yeah, you want to let them know. You just send them a message here on your tablet or on the phone. It's the same app. You know, you'll get an app on your phone, and you just let them know what's going on. You just say, you know, hey, this is gonna take a while, or usually like if you've been there already for like 2 hours. Let them know, hey, I'm still here. They haven't unloaded me yet. And usually they'll say, you know, what are they saying to you? What is the shipper and then what do they say to you, you know? And you just let them know, and half the time, literally half the time, especially for night shift, I don't even get a response back. So, like, let me turn this off here. So yeah, I mean, just let them know. And then, especially like when I was waiting over there at that place for like 9 hours, I think it was, almost 10 hours. I just let them know, and they're like, okay, just, you know, what are they saying? And then I told them, and then they didn't respond back. And then after I left, I said, you know, I just sent a message saying just got loaded, because you fill out the paperwork too on the tablet. And you put in your times when you got there and when you got your paperwork. And also too, don't forget when you get there, like, keep track of your time, because you'll want to write it on the front page of the bills. You're gonna put in, say you got there at 12:30, and then out, say you got out at 21:55, you know? So, and then make sure you put your little signature. So that way they know what time you got there, so that way you can get paid for it. So no matter what, how long you've been there, you want to keep track of your time and write it down on the paperwork, because you will get paid. Yes, that will answer your next question. You will get paid. So just always keep them in the loop. You always just want to let them know. You don't have to be like every hour, but like I said, if it's like a really close time where you got to deliver tomorrow, which I don't think it will happen because we have a lot of time on a lot of these loads, so you won't have to really worry about that, about like trying to rush. But yeah, just keep them updated, because you know, if they need to switch the load time for the delivery or a pickup or something, you know, they'll have time to do that. But I mean, you don't have to let them know like every hour or something. Just let them know at like the second hour, third hour. Let them know what's going on, and then that should be good enough, you know. So now I'll get into the next question. Okay, so the next question was, we'll get into the pay for detention pay. So he was saying if you get paid, you know, waiting at those shippers. So yes, you do get paid. Now I don't know, every shipper and amount and the time waiting, everything is all different. Every place is different. So like one time I waited at a place, it was like 4 hours, and I only got like an extra $15, $10 or something. But one place I did get like an extra $105 for waiting only a few hours. So it just depends, guys. Even if you show up early, guys, still keep track of your time so you'll still get paid, okay? But yeah, every place is different. I think you know, obviously you'll get a little bit more money if you showed up early and they still took a long time. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Regardless, you will get at least a little bit of money extra for your detention pay of however long you've waited there. It doesn't matter if it's an hour, 2 hours, 12 hours, you will get some kind of money. Obviously, if it's more hours, then yeah, you'll get a lot more money. Even for any like breakdowns, that goes for breakdowns too. That one time when I got my flat tire, I talked about it like 2 videos ago, for the trailer, I think I waited like 6 hours and I got like an extra $110 or something like that, just for waiting. So trust me, guys, every minute you wait at a shipper or a receiver, you will get paid for it. Don't worry. As long though, you have to make sure, like I was saying, you have that time on your bills, because they will take it straight to that shipper receiver and be like, hey, my driver was waiting here for this long, you need to pay me. And if they're like, no, he wasn't, yada yada, they'll be like, they'll fight for you guys. They'll be like, yeah, he was. I'll even pull it up on the satellite if you want me to. And it says right here on the bills. So no matter if the shipper puts a different number, different time, as long as you have your time, as soon as you arrive on that property, that's when your time starts being there, guys. So don't worry, you will get paid for any time of sitting anywhere. So it's actually kind of nice too. So if you see a live load, you'll be like, all right, sweet, I'm gonna get an extra few bucks, you know. So that answers that question. Now I'm gonna get to the next one. Okay, so the next question he asked about was, how does it work for like the trailer washouts? You know, how do you do all that? How do you know, where do you go and stuff like that? So for the reefer division, I don't know what it's like for dry van, but for the reefer division, yes, you're gonna need to get a washout, and they have a pay system already set up with the blue beacons. So you can go to any blue beacon washout, and you'll just have to tell them your trailer number, your truck number, and your trip number. And then you just tell them like, yeah, they'll be asking like, how are we gonna pay? And you say through Martin, and they'll say okay, and then that's all you have to give them. That's all they'll ask is your trailer number, your truck number, and then your trip number, which you'll get, you know, on your, when they send out the load, when they send out a load, then you'll have it right there. So say you got done with the load though, and the truck, the trailer's really dirty, and you don't have a new load, guys, you could still use your last trip number to get a washout. and plus for fuel too if you need to. So as long as you put that recent trip number or the last one, if you don't have a new one, that's all you're gonna need. But sometimes there won't be a blue beacon around, so you'll have to go to a different one at a network, which is totally fine too. You just hit up your dispatch, your fleet manager, you find out how much is the amount, and you say, hey, I need an express code for $70 for a washout. It'll take a few minutes till they send it over, and they'll send you a, I think it's like a 16-digit or a 12-digit number, and you'll write it on a comm check, or however they take the payment. You give them the code. Usually it's on a comm check, which they'll give you some comm checks, guys. So that way, 45. Speed limit around here is 45. So yeah, so you'll get some comm checks. You could, do it in the truck, or, because you'll have to write like who do you want it to pay to and stuff like that. And you just put that, and then that express code number. Then you write out the amount, and then you just give them the check, and then they'll take it from there. So it's pretty simple. But yeah, that's pretty much about the washouts. Trying to think of anything else if I need to cover that, but yeah, it's pretty simple. A lot of the times though, you'll have to get a washout for the reefer, because you're handling with a lot of food stuff. So 9 out of 10 times you're gonna have to get a washout after you get done loading. You can sweep out the trailer if you bring a broom, but sometimes it's not good enough, and some places actually require you to show them the receipt of the recent washout. So it's good, it's easy just to go to a blue beacon real fast and just go get it knocked out real fast. So yeah, let me get into the next question. We also add two at the end of that for the washouts. So you got, it doesn't come out of your paycheck at all, guys, so don't worry about that. It's all through Martin. Even if it's through a comm check, make sure you get the receipt too. I forgot to add in, make sure you get the receipt, and then at the end of your trip after you deliver, you want to send in your fuel receipt, and if you got a washout, get a washout receipt, and make sure you save it and take a picture. You'll want to send it in through the tablet. You can also send it through your phone. It's on the app as well. It's on Scan Documents. It's real simple. And then it's on the TransFlow app on here on the tablet. So if you're familiar with the TransFlow app, pretty simple. You put that trip number, and you'll have to put your truck number, and then you just send them a picture. That's it. So as long as you send them the picture, guys, it does not come out of your check at all. So don't worry about that. It's Martin pays for everything, okay? And yeah, I think that answers all his questions there. I guess I'll throw in two, same thing for the truck fuel. We can only fill up at the Pilot or Flying J locations. Sometimes there's a 1.9 fuel spot that is a Pilot fuel and rewards. You can fill up there too. So you don't have to go to the sometimes, guys, the terminals don't even have fuel. I don't mean to bash, but I'm just saying the one in Zion, Indiana never has fuel. I've been there like 3 times, and I'm gonna go there tonight, and they still don't have fuel. I don't know what's going on, but you'll want to fill up, or I mean, you can only fill up at the Pilots and Flying J. They do send you some recommendations to fill up throughout your route. You don't have to go to those ones. It's just recommendations. You could fill up anywhere you want as long as it's a Pilot and Flying J. And how you do that is almost the same way when you get a washout. They'll give you a comm data card, a fuel card. You go and slide it in, pause, put it in the machine, and then don't forget to get a pilot rewards, so that way you can get the points and get free showers. Then they'll want you put either reefer or def and you know that stuff. Then all you have to put is your trip number, the truck and trailer number, and then they'll want the hub reading. Guys, you have to put the exact amount of numbers that's on the hub, which is the miles on your truck, as soon as you get there. So take a picture of your miles as soon as you stop and you're gonna put fuel. Take a picture of that, because one time I did it, take a picture, and I put the wrong numbers because I just guessed, and it will not go through, even if you're close. So somehow it knows, and so it needs to be the exact amount of numbers, okay? And make sure you save that receipt as well, so that way you can take a picture at the end of your trip. But yeah, so remember guys, only the Pilot and Flying J's that you could fill up the truck and the reefer, okay? Now, these trucks are pretty good on the DEF system. I'm assuming it's a pretty big tank because I haven't really been able to like fill it all the way up. But like, I don't ever have to really fill that up. Like maybe once a week, if that, guys. Maybe once every other week I have to fill up the DEF. But when you go into a terminal, you have to fill up on DEF before you leave. That's like their rule. But yeah, it's pretty good on the DEF. And then same thing with the fuel. I don't really let it go too low anyways. So I always like try to fill it up after it gets past a half a tank. Just so, because you never know where you're gonna be, and there's gonna be another pilot and stuff. So you just want to be, you know, cautious on where you're at and stuff. So, but don't forget to get the pilot rewards, so that way you can get the free showers after you fill up 50 gallons. You start getting shower credits. So make sure you get that and use it every time. I know it's not the best there at the Pilots, you know, their reward system. The Loves is better because you can get the diamond status, but they're not partners with the Loves, which kind of sucks. But you know, you still get rewards for the Pilots, and that's where you're going to be staying a lot of the times too, because you get the free showers. So make sure you get the free showers, get the rewards, type in your number or scan your card or whatever, so you can get that. But yeah, no, you won't have to pay. And same thing for the scales too. They have the what is it called, like the cat scale app. Do it on your phone. You put your trip number and confirm it, and it goes straight to them. So you don't have to, nothing should come out of your pocket, guys. If it does, make sure you scan it in, so that way you can get reimbursed if you have to pay for a scale ticket that's not at the actual cat scale. So keep that in mind too. They will reimburse you if you have to use the cat scale and pay your own money. They will pay you back on the next paycheck, depending on what time it is. So, and that's the same thing, just trip number, you know, truck and trailer. If you're not familiar, you know, they'll show you how to use it and stuff, and they'll make sure you're set up. They'll make sure you're set up at orientation, actually. They'll make sure you're set up on the cat scale and on the app too. Let me turn this AC back on now. But yeah, so I think that's all the questions he was asking. I got 6 hours till I get to the terminal over there. Oh look, just married. So I got 6 hours to the terminal. I'm gonna fill up before I get there though, because like I said, they never have fuel. So I'm gonna stay over there. And then when I get there though, I'll pull out that my fridge. It's like an ice chest almost, but it's a plug-in fridge. I got it from Home Depot. I'll show you how it works. It's a little bit bigger one. I think it's like 40, I think it's 40 or 60 quarts or whatever, just because it's deeper. But yeah, I'll definitely show you that towards the end of the video. for when I you know, finally get there and I get stopped and everything, I can show you that. And then yeah, if you guys have any more questions, man, let me know down in the comments, or anything else that you need to know. I'm pretty sure I'm the most recent Martin driver that's uploading these videos, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and share it to anybody that's interested in driving. And if you are, and because you saw this video, don't forget to use my driver code or my name as your referral. Help your boy out. Help your boy out, all right? Put down on your paperwork Edward Contreras as your referral. And let me know if you did. Gang, let me know. I swear. We'll meet up somewhere. I'll send you out a shirt from the Big Back, which we still got to work on that too. We got a lot of stuff we got to work on here. But let me know if you guys are enjoying this content. You know, if I need to explain anything more detailed, let me know, guys. I'm here to help you. You know, I'm new too. I'm still learning. So stick with me there. And yeah, so I'll see you when I get down at that terminal, or I might show you when I get it there to fuel up, but most likely it'll be at the terminal. So see you there. Okay, real quick, not a paid promotion, I just want to give a shout out to Bang here for keeping me alive. Hey, if we can somehow get sponsored by Bang, come on now. I know it's a long shot. I know it's a long shot, all right? But come on, everybody tag Bang. I need some cases, man. Send me a little fridge too. I'll show it every single video, man. I need this stuff. Here, take a sip. By the way, this is my favorite one. Peach mango. Like I said, hey, not a paid sponsorship. All right, but it could be. Hey, hear me out, Bang. Hear me out. It could be a paid sponsorship, all right? Hear me out now. I can, you know what I'm saying, do a little sponsor video every time. On every video I make, I'll give you a little shout out, you know what I'm saying? And I'll even, hey, if you send me enough cases, I'll go out and find a young entrepreneur, you know, like myself, of a truck driver, and I'll give him out a free Bang, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come on now. I know you're already massive, but hey, honestly, I don't even know. Do you guys even? I don't even know if you have any guys that are truck drivers that are sponsored by Bang. Are you? Do you? I don't think I've ever seen anybody. Hey, if there is, my bad. Hey, my bad. Congrats to you. Hey, shout them out. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Tag them. You know what I'm saying? Put my name out there. Hey, hey, if I get sponsored, the pigs back at home at the farm, they will drink nothing but Bang. Those guys, those girls would be on crack. Imagine the zoomies if the pigs drank Bang like I am on right now. I'm going insane. So, and I know it's a long shot, not a paid sponsorship, but big shout out to Bang. It really does keep me alive, especially in them long nights, man. Hey, peach mango, I try to find them at every store, but they're getting a little pricey, Bang. I need you to sponsor me so that way I can have them on standby. Here, take a sip. Good boy. All right, back to the video. Okay, guys, I made it finally to the terminal here. Got everybody else chilling. We got a whole lot of empty trucks over there. So don't think there's a lot of people here. There's not that many people here. But there's a lot of empty trailers here. Actually, a lot of red tags. But anyways, we made it here to the terminal finally. We got about like 3 hours to go, which we'll do tomorrow. Which actually is not due for another, not tomorrow, but the next day. So like I said, we got plenty of time on this load. I'm about to go work out a little bit right now. I want to start trying to, you know, get my steps in, start running a little bit. So I'm gonna run around the yard a little bit, and then I'll come back in and show you that fridge, and then call it a night. Yeah, I'm gonna eat some dinner and then do some editing, and then go take a shower, and then call it a night. So let me go run around for a little bit like a little dog, and I'll be back to eat. Okay, so sorry for the lighting. I know it's not the best, but I'm gonna show you that little fridge real quick, what I use. So this is it right here online. It doesn't say like the actual name though. Well, it's the same ones you see at the the Loves too. So this is the little bit bigger one. It's a 32 quart, 30 liter. Let's see if it has the dimensions. Yeah, there's the dimensions real quick. So it's 23.23 inches long, length, and then 12.80 inches width, and then it's 16.34 inches tall. I think the other one was, the smaller one's like 13 inches and something tall. So get an extra 3 inches on this one. Which inches matter, son. Okay, so this one can come with a battery if you don't have a place to plug it in. So this one is a, let me show you real fast, hold on. So it has a little outlet down there for the fridge like that with high powers. I mean, it's not really like powerful, but it's still pretty good. But yeah, I guess it can come with like a solar battery type, but I didn't get that option, so don't mind that. A little cup holder here. These are your controls here. That's what the battery's at. You can change temperature. So this is what it's at right now, what it's reading at. And then if you push the plus, now then it will go down to whatever. So I'm keeping mine at 31 because the other one froze. I mean, when I put it too low, it froze. So down there, I don't know if you can really see. Right there is where you plug it in. This is like the motor side, by the way. This side's like the motor. I got a little handle there, and then a little handle here. I don't know if you really can see that. But it's got these two little, I don't know what you want to call those. I don't know what they're actually for. I don't know if you could like hook something on it or whatever. But let me show you inside here. It latches pretty good, so you can't really open it. You have to push this little handle under here, so just like so. And then it's got the little pocket here. I got some food in here right now. So this is like my meat. I got meat in here. I got to cook some steaks tomorrow. This is the rest of my chicken. And then, my jelly. But it's got a little label in here to tell you what temperature to keep whatever you got in there. It does have two different sides, but it doesn't mean it's two different temperatures. So it's all whatever that one temperature you set at. So this is just a little divider though, which you could take out, and you might even be able to use that as a cutting board, not gonna lie. But yeah, I just keep it divided just cause I have like the meat on that side. But yeah, I mean, I got a full thing, 38 ounce ketchup. This fits in here once you get things organized. Got my cheese, everything. I just threw stuff in here. So, but I mean, you can fit a lot of things in here. Look at that, still plenty of room. Plenty of room. You see, like I saw this whole side, and I got, this is like 5 pounds? Like 3 or 5 pounds of steaks, thin slice, and then some chicken in a baggie. So I mean, look, there's a lot of space here. I just barely started building up a little bit of ice, but I don't think that's really anything to worry about. I guess I could bump the temp up, a little bit. But yeah, it closes really good, latches nice and solid. It's a decent weight, it's not that heavy, but I guess with the motor, being right there makes it a little bit heavy, but a little bit, what am I trying to say? Anyways, it's a little heavy, not that bad though. So I just slide it right there where it goes, where the other fridge would be. So the only hassle is every time I want something out, I'll have to pull it out, open it up, because of the lid. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Got it from, it's the same one basically from the Loves. There's a little latch you can see. But I wanted to get it from the Home Depot, that way I can get warranty. Sometimes at the Loves, those things would be a little iffy, so. But yeah, there is my little fridge. Works perfect. On the Kenworth, it's got a little fridge button here. And then it Like I said, I don't know if which battery works off the APU or the truck batteries. I don't know exactly, but I just know that has to be turned on for that plug underneath to work, so this bad boy can work. And it also came with a plug for the wall. I think I left it on the top bunk. So if you were going somewhere, like if you're going to a hotel or just going home and you want to take it out and plug it in at the house, same thing down there. And then it has, you know, for the wall to plug in. So, which is pretty neat. That's what I like. I like that. You can have two different ways to charge it. And then also if you're like taking it to the beach and you get the one with the solar battery, then that's pretty cool too. And it also has a little plug for your phone, a USB thing. So that's cool too. But yeah, that's my little fridge. Works pretty good. I've had it for almost 2 weeks now, like a week and a half, and it's been doing pretty good, knock on wood. But yeah, there's a little battery. It'll show you what it's charging at, and it's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot of controls to deal with, but it can get really cold. I think I had it at like 18, no, I had it like at 12, I think, degrees, and that froze everything. So I put it up to 31, and that's done pretty good. So yep. Okay, so that's my fridge. Working out pretty good. But I hope that answered all you guys' questions, man. Let me know if you guys got any more questions. Comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. We only got a couple more hours to go for tomorrow. Like I said, it's not due till the next day. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm gonna have a little cookout with those steaks. I'm gonna show you how I cook on here on the truck. I got a little grill and table and everything. So stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna cook up some steaks, hopefully watch some games. We're definitely gonna edit a lot of videos. So yeah, so stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys, and I will see you on the next, almost said feeding time again. We need to get back to the farm. See you on the next YouTube video, trucking. And don't forget, if you want to use my name as a referral, Edward Contreras, down for your application for Martin Transport. Just go on the website, call wherever you're closest to one of the terminals. Just call that line and get a hold of any recruiter, and they'll direct you and take you on from there. Like it's a really fast process too. If you have all your paperwork set up already, you fill out the online application and you can get in like next week on Monday or Wednesday. So they can get you in really fast as long as you go do that drug test real quick so the results can come in as soon as possible. And if you want to go, like if you don't have a job and you're ready to go now, give them a call. But also you can call and be like, hey, I need at least a 2-week notice for work at your old place. That's totally fine too. So write me down as your referral, guys, and I will see you on the next drive time.